Hello, everyone. Welcome to Brooklyn Strong, a pep rally to remember. So my name is Alycia Powell, and I'm here with Michelle Mays. We have Matthew Anderson from the Brooklyn North District joining us now, as well as Antonio Perez from the class of 2020. Antonio, do you want to introduce yourself and say a few words?
Yes, hi. My name is Antonio Perez. I am a senior at WSAD. I am representing all of the seniors from Brooklyn North, and despite all the challenges and setbacks that we faced this year, today represents a kickoff to our celebrations. While we may not be able to do this in person, today we are gathered to enjoy ourselves and have fun. We hope you all enjoy what we have prepared for you.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Brooklyn North High Schools and Superintendent Janice Ross, we'd like to welcome you to our Brooklyn North High School Prep Rally. This second half of the year has been extraordinarily trying, considering COVID-19 and the pandemic and moving into remote learning. We wanted to try to get some time to pump you guys all up and begin the celebration of your last and your senior year as you begin in the next couple of weeks, and just sort of show your perseverance. Thanks, guys.
Well, thank you, Matthew and Antonio. Hello, everyone. My name is Michelle Mays, and I'm the co-founder of Champions for Philanthropy. We are so excited to be a partner in today's event. Champions for Philanthropy works with professional athletes and assists them with their charitable pursuits. So that's everything from helping athletes to start a nonprofit foundation to managing an existing foundation. And we also work with athletes to plan different charitable initiatives and connect them with other nonprofits to develop a strategy for giving. If you want to learn more about the work that we do, you can follow us on social media at Champions for Philanthropy. And now I'm going to turn it back over to Alycia Powell, my co-founder, to introduce our special guests.
Thank you, my Michelle. Congratulations to all of the 2020 graduates. This is such a momentous occasion, and Champions for Philanthropy is happy to celebrate with you all today. We're excited to bring NBA veteran, all-star player, and center for the Brooklyn Nets, DeAndre Jordan. DeAndre will share some of his life experiences and offer some advice for you all as you prepare to enter the next phase of your life. Leading the conversation with DeAndre is Sarah Kustok. The amazing Sarah is the first female to win a New York Emmy in the sports analyst category. Sarah, who is also a D1 college basketball player, was a D1 college basketball player, and is the color commentator for the Brooklyn Nets, and also appears on Fox Sports. So we're going to bring them on now. Hi, Sarah. Hi, DeAndre.
Hey, thank you guys for having us, man. I'm really excited to be here. Super excited for all the graduates, and excited that we have an opportunity to talk to you guys. So thanks for having us.
Yeah, this is amazing. I know we'll get to it with DeAndre, but congratulations, first and foremost. This is unbelievable. Class of 2020, you are a unique group, you're a resilient group, and we are just so proud of you. And that's why I know we're humbled to be here. And I'm humbled to be here, but especially with DeAndre, because I'm sure you guys have seen him shattering backboards and the dunks and the highlight plays. We got an all-star, all-NBA, all-defense. This man sitting right here is the all-time leader in field goal percentage in the NBA. I mean, he is big time when it comes to what he does on the court. We're gonna make you blush. But the basketball player that DeAndre pales in comparison to the human being that he is, the person that he is. And that's why I'm so excited that we get an opportunity, DeAndre, to hear your voice and get to just hear your thoughts on what it means for these individuals and the accomplishments that they have achieved in graduating from high school. So first things first, I know this pandemic has impacted everyone in so many different ways. But how have you been doing, and what have you been doing during the quarantine?
Well, man, I've been spending a ton of time with my family, a ton of time. And it's been great. It feels like the off season, but as we know, it's not, because we're not able to be around a lot of people that we're usually around. We're not able to travel as much, but I think that this time has really made me appreciate the time that I've had with my family and being able to have consecutive days with them, and really just realizing what's important in society and in our world. And we get caught up in so many different small things that we overlook, or even, take advantage of the the precious time and lives that we have.
Yeah, you're touching on that. And if you could just dig in a little bit more, I know this has been such a challenge for so many individuals, whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. What are some of the biggest lessons that you've drawn from this time and what you've gained from it?
I think just being in the present moment during this time. You know, there's not a lot of time for you to think about past issues or things that are going to happen 2 weeks from now or even a few days from now. You can only think about what's happening now because, as we know, things in society have changed every day. Some for the better, some not. And I feel like as people, we are progressing. But this time, I feel like more than anything should have taught us, and it's still teaching us what's important and for us to value the things that really mean something in life. And I've been a professional basketball player this is my 12th season. And it's been great. It's been amazing. I'm very fortunate, very lucky, blessed. But this 3 months off that we've had with family and friends and close ones, you realize that, you know, I love the game of basketball. I love to compete, but at the end of the day, it is a game, and there are other things that are important. Family is very, very important. Our health is extremely important. And I think that those are a few of the things that I've really appreciated over this time.
Wise words. 31 years old. I think you got a birthday coming up.
I do.
So I don't want to take you back too far, but it wasn't too long ago that you were in high school year itself. You were graduating. Texas boy, grew up in the Houston area. What is one of your favorite memories from high school?
I've had so many memories from high school, but I just think being around a different group of people for me was great. I went to public school all throughout schooling, and then I went to a private high school. And then once I got there, I was able to be around different cultures and experience different races, and it was an eye-opening experience for me because, you know, in the inner city, you're not really around a lot of different cultures, you know. And for me to go to school there, it was shocking for a while. But then after, when I was able to really look and see, I was like, oh my God, like I'm fortunate to have this opportunity and experience that I'm gonna have for the next 4 years to learn different things from different people who are, you know, my peers. And I think that high school was one of the greatest times for me because I was able to, you know, blossom a little bit and come out of my shell and learn how to talk to different people and learn how to, you know, empathize with different levels of whatever people were going through. And I think that, and I know that a lot of my relationships that I've had from high school, I still have to this day. Some of my best friends in the world are friends that I made in high school.
Grew up in Houston, went to high school in Houston. You played for the Clippers. You played for the Mavericks, of course, the Knicks, now with the Brooklyn Nets. Getting an opportunity for us to talk to young men and women from Brooklyn North High School here in Brooklyn. What's been some of your favorite parts of playing in Brooklyn and making yourself a part of the Brooklyn community?
Man, just the culture. Like I keep saying, the culture is big. The history. There's been a lot of activists and positive role models to come out of that area, and just to be able to go there and play basketball and touch different people on the court and off the court has been amazing for me. I want to be able to lift and make as many people smile and teach and educate and learn as much as I can during this time and during these experiences and opportunities that we get to meet people. And, you know, these things I'll never forget, and I'm sure that other people will never forget them. And with this being, you know, almost a weird season, but almost a full season in Brooklyn, it's I love it, and I love the culture. I love the people. The fans are great, and I feel like it's just a mentality of hardworking. You know, not gonna take no for an answer. Come to work every day, do your job. that is something that I really feel when I'm there, and it's a great culture to be a part of.
Yeah, the beautiful and special people of Brooklyn. I know we'll have to wait a little bit longer than we would like for you to be playing at Barclays Center and back at Brooklyn, but the plan now for return to play at the NBA is to have you playing down in Orlando at Disney World. What are your thoughts about this return to play with the NBA and playing down there in Florida?
Well, I've never been to Disney World, so we'll see. But I'm excited about it, just to be able to get back to, you know, some kind of playing, because this has been a weird time, as we all know, just because usually we have a target date of, you know, what we're training for, and there's like a date, you know, but this has been something that we've had to adapt to as players, and it's been tough because there was no date, so we're just training to go. But it is something that I think helped me, and I'm sure has helped a lot of other players, because there are times in the real world where there may not be a schedule. There may be things that, you know, we know there are a ton of times where a wrench gets thrown into your plans and you got to change something up on the fly. And a lot of us deal with it fine, you know, but for the people who haven't had to deal with that, this is something that I believe that it makes us stronger. It makes us really have to focus on, okay, well, things aren't going my way. Let's figure out how to fix it. And this is a lesson in life that we have to learn. You know, there are going to be doors that close on us. There are going to be things that impede our progress, but we have to continue going. As we've seen in society now, like, you know, one thing doesn't end it. We have to continue and press on the issue until we see change. And that goes from top to bottom.
Powerful words. I know that we'd asked you about your favorite high school memory, favorite NBA memory. I'm sure you have a lot, but if you could pick one or one of the top ones, what stands out most to you?
I mean, obviously being drafted was amazing. I looked a lot different than what I look now. I had no hair on my face and no hair on my head, but that was one of my top memories. But also, I think making the playoffs, because you fight so hard in your off season and train so hard, and then the 82 game season is a grind, as we both know, and then reaching the postseason, you know, 16 out of 30 teams, you know, that was huge for me, just to see my progress as a player and the team I was on at that time go this way. And it was just that us being adamant and really just drilling it. We wanted to get better. So I believe that those two were my favorite NBA memories so far.
We talk so much, and I know to all the individuals on the call, just about being in things together, and you know that you can't accomplish great things on your own. When you think about the mentors you had, or maybe someone that's been most influential in your life, who's someone that stands out to you?
Ooh. If I picked one person, they all would be very upset with me. But I probably have to say my family. My family has been, they've been my biggest fans, and, you know, at times my biggest critics. And it's good, because you know that is coming from a place of love, a place of care. When you have people that support you, you don't think about what or how the message is being delivered. You think about the message and how they want to push you to get better, because they see your potential, you know. And it's something that I have been blessed to have my mom around to push me, to teach me how to be strong. Seeing her raise 4 boys, single parent, has been awesome. And I have 3 younger brothers, and they push me a ton. They're the ones with constructive criticism most of the time, but it is they're great, and I wouldn't ask for anything else. Those guys have really made me into the person and the player that I am today.
The person, the player you are, you don't get to where you are without overcoming hurdles and challenges, moving mountains to get what you want and where you want to go. What are some of the biggest challenges that you feel like you face, and the ways in which you felt like you've approached them that have helped you overcome those?
Ooh,
we're giving you a heavy question. We're giving you
I love it though. I love it though, because all of these things that I have taken from a game, I've been able to, or vice versa, life, I've been able to use them in game situations, and game situations I've been able to use in life. And I think that they all, go hand in hand. But toughest thing, I think that coming out of college, being a teenager, was, and then going to the league was very tough because, as far as socially, when you're in high school and college, when you're done with practice, you go and hang out with your teammates who are probably your roommates. And when you're in high school or college, you're probably the best player on the team. And then when you go to that next level, you have to realize that, okay, I have to adjust. I have to adapt. I may have a different role on this team or at this job than I did at a different one. And we're all pieces of the machine to make the machine work as a whole. And, for me, I needed to learn that early. And I'm grateful that I had some really good veterans around me to teach me how to become a pro and how to check my emotions and ego at the door, and know that, you keep some of that stuff, but you also have to humble yourself and start from the bottom and grind your way up. That way, when you get to wherever you want to get to, or you're excelling as it's going, you appreciate it more.
What would you say, and we know there's a long way for you to go and so much more that you have in your mind and on your plate that you want to accomplish and achieve both on and off the floor. But to this point, if you had to say what you feel like your greatest accomplishment has been, what would that be?
Being a father. Hands down. More than any basketball accolade, individual accolade I could have done was becoming a father, because that has really taught me patience. It's really taught me what's important in life. Because, I want to be able to give my child what I didn't have. And that is, advice, a bike, whatever it is, like, I want him to be better for the next generation. And I think that if we all think about that, the things that I've learned, the lessons that I've learned, whether it's positive, negative, it's a lesson. And I get to teach that to someone else. And then we teach the next generation to be better. And then they teach the next generation to be better. So it's a cycle of us becoming better human beings. And then, like, the end goal is us all coming together, and nobody's perfect, but we are striving for perfection at times. And it's, being a parent is great, man. And it's something that you don't think about when you're not a parent, but once you become responsible for someone else and you see a little you, it makes you want to become better.
Not only have you been better for your child, and for so many of us, but you talk about teaching the next generation. I can't think of anything more important than what we're teaching the next generation. And for those, this class of 2020, you are a part of the next generation and what you are leaving for those behind you. So with that being said, though, the power of a voice, and especially someone like you as an athlete that has the platform that you do, can you share with us how you've been able to use that platform to help others? Because I will say it firsthand personally, and so many of us have seen the way that you care so much about helping others, and how you use your platform to help do that.
Well, there's definitely a time where I was nervous to say things, because I think about it the right way in my head, but then when you get on whatever it is and you have 160 characters to say what you're feeling, you may not be able to get it out the way you want to get it out. And we know in today's society there is going to be a ton of different, we're analyzing each sentence and grammar, that, whatever it is going to be something that's wrong with your message. But I will say that everybody feels that way. Everybody feels that they may not say it the right way or deliver the message the way that they want it to come across. But it's no harm in trying. It's no harm in voicing your opinion on things, because that's what it is. It's your opinion. We're all entitled to have our own opinion, and we should empathize with other people's opinion. But I think that it's being able to get it out there. Then you get other people on board with you who may not have had that confidence to use their platform. And I know for me, I was very nervous about it. But then after a while, I said, you know what? I'm going to type this out, or I'm going to video this the way that I feel it's coming from me, is 100% DeAndre Jordan. And that's the way I do it. And I brainstorm and talk with a lot of my friends and family members about it. And I just come up with it. And it's fun because there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer in it.
Be you. Always just be
Right.
you. And we are appreciative for who you are. What do you wish you knew back then that you know now when you were graduating from high school?
Well, I graduated high school in 2007. So there was very little social media out there. But I'm very happy for the class of 2020 because they have so many different outlets and so many different ways to learn and educate themselves about things that are going on in the world, things that they may want to change, and things that they are going to change. I know that these guys are going to change a lot of different things, and I'm excited about that. But I just think it's all a process, and if we stick with it, then as we've seen, we get results.
Last thing, for all of these graduating seniors who were so excited about what it is that they have ahead of them, what is your advice to these young men and young women?
Well, I want to tell you guys, first of all, congratulations. This is a huge accomplishment for you guys under the craziest circumstances whatsoever. You guys were able to keep your head on straight and finish out school, and I'm really proud of you guys. So congratulations, first and foremost, class of 2020. I'm happy for you guys. And I would also like to say, don't be afraid to shoot past the stars. Don't be afraid to fail, because in failure there are lessons. So don't pick the easiest thing or the thing that is safe. Go above and beyond that, because as we all know, the people who are making changes in our world, which a lot of you will be doing very, very soon, they think outside of the box and they take risks, and it's a challenge, but they keep with it. And rather than, like, someone else's success doesn't define your success. Remember that. You don't have to compete with your classmates. You guys can share and support each other's opportunities. And this thing is about a community, and it's about building up one another, sharing ideas, and the turnout will be great. And I just want to say good luck to all of you guys. Thank you. I can't wait to see what you guys have in store. Keep me in your thoughts and prayers whenever you do start to change this world. Thank you so much, and congratulations, guys.
Yeah, for DeAndre, for myself, congratulations to the Brooklyn North High School's class of 2020. What a tremendous accomplishment under the most challenging of circumstances, and it does not lessen the achievement. It only builds it and broadens it for all that you have ahead of you, the change we know that you're about to make in this world. So we see you, we're with you, we love you, we're proud of you, and we're just so happy to be here with you. And to one of those individuals, we're going to send it back to Antonio, who's going to close things out for us.
Sarah and DeAndre, on behalf of Michelle and myself, thank you so much. We really appreciate you sharing your thoughts and everything with the graduating class for Brooklyn North. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we have Antonio will come back to say goodbye to the class of 2020 for all of Brooklyn North High Schools.
Thank you. Okay. So when I was getting prepared today for this pep rally, I was reminded of our strength as a community. These past few months have been an immense challenge for each and every one of us. And words simply cannot begin to describe the challenges and losses that each of us have had to go through. And it's important that we do not forget everything we've been through as we continue to move on into the future. By speaking about everything that we've gone through, I'm reminded of the type of people that we are, and of the commitment and love that each and every one of us has for our community. If I've learned anything these past few months about overcoming challenges or facing against the odds, I know that we, as a community, can and will be able to do anything we want or anything that we put our mind to. Thank you, and I wish the best to each and every one of you.
Thank you so much, Antonio.
Wonderful.
I want to thank Sarah and DeAndre again for joining us, and Antonio and Matthew. It's been great partnering with you on this event. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations again to the class of 2020, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.